lane open, technology lane concept open all the time, and even giving a toll credit to individuals. Have we abandoned that idea now?
We didn't abandon it. The feds didn't understand it. Let me just make it that way. They did not understand the concept of reverse toll, which is what we called it. So their last letter, their attorneys sent us, said, we really don't understand this. Can you send us an extensive white paper on explaining what a reverse toll is? And so we are not completely abandoned it. We're actually going to, once the midterm elections are over, we'll probably start asking our congressmen again and senators to try to change the legislation. The attorneys for the Federal Transportation Commission just could not put it was too above anything they've ever seen. I still think it's a great idea. Reverse toll, i.e. you incentivize the HOV by giving them a small credit on their tolling charges for the month. But again, the attorneys for the commission just didn't understand. So we're going to probably work forward on getting a white paper, but we're probably going to continue to push for a legislative solution. There's been an HOV that was turned into a general purpose lane that occurred up in the East Coast. And we've been using that as an example that can occur, but it took legislation. So we've sent that legislation to our congressmen and senators saying, this is what it needs to look like, except it's for US 75.
My fear is there's going to be unrealized capacity, untapped potential there on that fifth lane. Is going to continue even after we open it up until we do something more to allow non-HOV HOV vehicles to use the lane. We're going to have capacity that we're not taking advantage of. We need to get that.
Yes.
So I appreciate that we'll continue to work on that.
Okay. Any other questions? All right.
One other thought, Commissioners, as we open up the lane, I assume it'll allow free entrance and exits.
It's a regular stripe lane that you won't know any difference from the other four.
So when that happens, the enforcement officials that are there at different locations, I suspect they will probably give up those efforts, won't they? The HOV law enforcement. Because if people can get out of the lane right before they get to the checkpoint, I suspect that won't be as advantageous anymore.
That's speculation, Judge.
All right, we'll leave that to them. Any other questions, any other discussion? Thank you for your report, Commissioner. All right, our next topic is a executive session discussion on real estate. So the court is going to recess at this time. It is 1:46. We're going to recess under the real estate chapter 51.072 of the local government code to discuss land acquisition for the future US Community Freeway. The court will not take any action in executive session, but will simply have the discussion. The court will return back to open session to continue the discussion and for any action that's necessary. We stand in recess.